Hello, this is Don the Tool Man, and here is the moment that we've all been waiting for. I know I've been waiting for it. I just got my upgrade in the mail from eBay, and this is my Sparta CM 45 ratchet. I just showed it in my last video, and I told you I was going to do an upgrade on it, and so here is the reveal. It is now a 3/8 drive. Yeah, you're looking at that, right? That is a 3/8 drive. Still 45 tooth. It's a brand new old stock mechanism. And just to show you, here's the old 1/4 inch. As you can see, the gears are a little worn there. And I'm kind of wondering if that wasn't due to the slop, but keep in mind this ratchet's probably close to, I'd say 40 years old, maybe 50. It just depends. I'm not sure. It could have been made towards the tail end of when New Britain was going out. This might have been made by Lytton, so it could have been from 72 to 74 up until 80, I think. I'm not quite sure. Now, I believe that you'll probably, I've never seen a 3/8 to 1/4 drive adapter. So I don't know if they made it to the commercial markets. I really don't think they did, and I'll explain why on that, because when I bought this from the eBay guy, he only had 30 and there's only 2 remaining. And he had mentioned that he had bought a bunch of inventory from a hardware store. Didn't say when, but he bought a bunch of inventory at a hardware store, and they sold Blackhawk they sold Blackhawk New Britain tools there. So he had a bunch of these, I guess, well, 30 of them. Anyways, now I had a little bit issues here with this snap ring, and I'm thinking that New Britain, right towards the tail end, I'm thinking these mechanisms were made right towards the tail end before New Britain was no longer. I think they tried their best to hold on for as long as they could, and I'm thinking that maybe this never even hit the market. I'm thinking that New Britain might have just dumped these off at hardware stores to, kind of see just how people would react to them. But as you can tell on this anvil here, it come out as bigger stock than what the 3/8 drive is. So they machined that down, which is good, but it's also bigger than the diameter. So when you go to put that snap ring on, these ears will not cinch down because it's got all that material. So I made a mistake and I ground a little too much off the outside of the snap ring. So now the snap ring is kind of loose in there, but keep in mind these anvils, this is about the way New Britain had them when they came out, and you can get better snap rings, a little tighter and stuff, and you can cinch that up. But I don't think it's going to be like a major issue. It does keep the excuse me. It does keep the back drag down quite a bit. Now, I don't know. It's just my theory on why you don't see these. I just don't really think I don't think they hit the mainstream on it. I mean, I didn't even know these. I didn't even know a 3/8 existed for these, but now I've got a ratchet that I can pretty much get into any space that I want. I don't use 1/4 inch a whole lot, so to go this route was really kind of beneficial for me. So now I've got a shorter ratchet, and I can run 3/8. So if I do need to get in a really tight spot, I can do it. Or if I'm running a fastener that don't need a whole lot of torque, sometimes you might grab a little longer socket ratchet, and you might put a little too much torque on something. Well, this here will ensure that, light duty stuff, that I won't over torque it. And, you know, and having this 3/8 drive, it might increase the strength of the 1/4 inch capability about maybe 25%. You're still going to have a failure in here if you try to exceed, what a 3/8 would do. Yeah, I get that, because the gear drive is smaller, but you still get about, I'd say, 25% more torque than what you would on just a regular 1/4. So, I'm really looking forward to using it. And I don't know, there might be some more things I do with this. I'm not sure. Thinking about maybe finding me another 1/4 inch like this, but maybe in a different brand. I'm trying to maybe focus, on Sparta, New Britain, economy lines and stuff, and then house brands, store stuff, because I really don't have that. I really don't have that in my collection, and so I might be focusing on that later. I'm not sure, but yeah, I just figured I'd get this out there to you and show you. I was really excited about it, and yeah, just let me know what you think about it. I mean, I've never seen anything quite like this before, and kind of wish I would have got in on it a little sooner when there was more and was able to buy more. But this little gem here cost me $14.99 plus about $8 shipping. So yeah, you're looking about, I think it's like $24 or something when it was all said and done. So that pushes the total value of this ratchet up to about $32, because I think I give nine for this. So I guess that's not too bad. I know if you go like SK route or something like that on their little their slims that are 1/4 inch length with a 3/8 drive, they can go astronomically high priced. I think I bid on one on eBay and it started out at like $30, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll do that, and then it got up to 50, and then it's like, I don't know. And I think I stopped bidding around $80, and it ended up selling for like 116, and it's like, wow, I'm glad I knew when to say when on that one, because sometimes you can kind of go over your head and stuff. But yeah, it's just it's really hard to believe that something that small and intricate, that they could really turn it into 3/8 and kind of make it work for them. It's kind of a bad deal that snap ring, you got to kind of modify it and stuff. But I don't know. The bad thing about it is I'm going to fight like hell getting that snap ring out of there, because I had it in and out so many times, filing and stuff. And there really ain't a wrong way to put a snap ring in, but when a snap ring is made, it's stamped. So you'll have a flat side, and then you'll have a slightly beveled, smoother side. Well, I got the slightly beveled, smoother side facing down, or facing up from the mechanism, when the sharper flat side should have been caught in that lip there. So what that's going to do is make it hard. It's going to be a little rounded in them holes, and it's probably going to make it hard to get that snap ring out of there if I ever need to. But I'll figure that out at a later date, because yeah, I'd kind of like to maybe get that a little bit tighter. I mean, that's still not bad. Maybe I'm just overthinking it a bit, but yeah, it'll be something that I'll figure it out, or I'll just leave it like it is. But I mean, it has very little back drag. I mean, it's smooth, sounds good, stuff like that. So I'm just really excited, and I was really happy to get that out there to you. But yeah, just one of my favorite excuse me, one of my favorite ratchet mechanisms of all time. I mean, I'm having a hard time talking today. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, I just you just flip it over. It's what they call a float and pawl, block and pawl design. There's no pin. There's just a spring that goes back in there and just holds that in place. And there's two little discs, this disc here and then this little disc underneath it, and that's what shifts it over to one side. So, I mean, let's see if I can. Sorry, I just dropped the camera. Hope you're still with me there. Or I just got a new tripod, so yeah, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out, but I'm trying to get that switch just to show you how it works there. And oh, I was just working it the wrong way, I guess. But yeah, that's how it works. That's what the internals look like. The only difference is you got a 3/8 drive at the end of this one. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot more to talk about it. I just figured I'd get this out there, share it with you. It's something that I've never seen. I didn't even know existed, and I'm quite certain they're probably rare and stuff. So yeah, there's only two more left, unfortunately, or I would grab some more and stuff. But yeah, that's all I got. So just remember, if you like my content, make sure to hit that like button. And if you really like it, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching.